This, I'm sure, is a familiar scene for a lot of you guys. You're gonna go hiking or backpacking, and the night before you have everything just laid out all over your living room. I'm not even gonna try to pan around my living room because it is a disaster, and my lovely wife has been just following around in my wake trying to pick up the mess that I've created. But this right here is just this is everything that I'm going to be carrying on me. My wife and I both have these piggyback. I'll do my best not to yell in the mic, and I'll try and speak up when I'm walking away from the camera. But we have these REI piggybacks. We're going to take our two young boys on our snowshoe tomorrow. And we have a 4-year-old who will be riding on my back, and we have a 10-month-old who will be riding on my wife's back. These piggybacks are awesome. We've been using them for the last few years with our older son, and now that our youngest is able to hold his little noggin up without giving himself whiplash, we decided to grab another one so that we can take him on the hikes with us and still have the ability to carry some gear. So the piggyback has a backpack on the back of it, and it also has a rain cover that goes over the top of the baby. So it makes it great for when you have the possibility of rain popping out on you, or you end up in snow. With this one here, I have my son's water bottle in the side pocket, and then I have a hydration bladder in there too, so I can get to water quickly. And of course, he likes to drink water out of there too, so it's available for him too. I weighed the pack with my son in it, with nothing else, no water bladder, nothing else, just the boy in the pack, and he's tipping the scales at 50 pounds. The pack and my son are 50 pounds, so I figured that I would be carrying anywhere from 60 to 70 pounds. I normally like to go pretty light, as you guys probably know from some of my previous videos, but when it comes to the kids, I am notorious for overpacking. I don't want to get out there and find that I've forgotten something that's going to make the hike enjoyable for them, even if it means a little extra work for me. And so I'll kind of go through what I have laid out here. I'll go through everything that's going to be in the pack, and then I will go into my Ribz pack and show you what I'm going to be carrying in there. So in the back, I'm going to have I have an extra pair of socks. This will be for, let me flip the screen around so I can see what I'm showing you here. Extra pair of socks for my son and for myself. Sitting on top of my camo tarp that you guys saw in my Snowvernighter video, with the ridge line, and this black paracord here is what I use. Well, let me get you back in the frame here. This black paracord is what I use to tighten up my ridge, the ridge of my tarp when I set that up. I'm bringing that just in case. It's one of those things, and it's why I end up with such a heavy pack when the kids come out hiking. It's, you know, if we end up out there and it just dumps on us, it would be nice to have some cover, so I could just run a kind of a high ridge, maybe run it 6 feet high, so I can walk underneath there if I duck down a bit, and the kids can be in a dry place. We can have lunch, still enjoy ourselves without getting soaked to the bone. So extra socks for me, extra socks for the boy, and then some sort of shelter. I have my cook setup is the same as it has been for the past few outings. Aluminum Brunton pot, my penny stove inside with a windscreen, lighter, cup, all that stuff. You guys probably saw that in my Snowvernighter. This is my clean canteen that I always carry with me, my EDC, and it will be going out there with me too. I'll fill this up with water, and this will be the water that I use to cook with, so I don't have to take it out of the hydration bladder. My little jet dry bottle, and I think I said in one of my last videos that I need to replace this bottle because it's starting to stress out there on one of the corners. Nope, a couple of the corners. And I don't really want that to spring a leak, but I don't think I'll have a problem with it for tomorrow. It's just going to be a day hike. And I find that quite a bit of my weight's going to be in camera gear. I have my GoPro camera, which I'll show you in a second, but I'm having a tough time not bringing the head strap for it too. So I will be bringing it. I'll just shove it in the backpack. It doesn't weigh a ton, but you guys know, you guys out there that backpack a lot, you know that, I mean, literally ounces, they really add up. So I'm going to be taking that. It has the waterproof back on it for just in case it's raining on us, and I also have the skeletonized cover for the back of it. We'll be taking that. I have a couple of S-beaners. I don't know if I'm going to take, I'll probably leave this metal one home, this stainless steel one. Actually, I'll go ahead and chuck that now. So I'll bring these polymer S-beaners. I have one here on my water bottle, and then I'll bring an extra one just for whatever. Paracord bracelet. This one's the double Cobra weave. I made that one, I don't know, I've been wearing it for a couple of months now. And there's 16 feet of paracord on there. The Kershaw. This is going to be the only knife that I'm taking out today, and this is not like me. I'll usually take my fixed blade knife, but in the interest of weight, obviously I'm not too concerned about it with all the stuff piled up here, but I'm just going to bring this one knife. We're not going to be going too far from the truck. The hike that I'm going on is not one that I've chosen. My brother-in-law wanted to go out to Paradise out at Mount Rainier, so we're gonna head down some trail out there. I'm carrying my Glock 23 as usual. I won't take it out of the holster because it is loaded. The way that I carry my Glock 23 when I'm out backpacking is I will carry it. I said carrot. I will carry it horizontal, and I'll carry it right on my chest. It's got I have the Serpa paddle holster, and this actually slides right in on the straps for my Ribz pack, and maybe I'll get a picture of that and show it to you. Snacks, well, food. This is going to be my lunch, and I'll share it with my son. My wife has a Mountain House meal as well, and she'll share that with him also. The baby will have his own cuisine that we'll pack in her backpack, and I'll show you that in a little bit. A couple of packets of hot chocolate, one for me, one for him. And Ziploc bags are my friend. You know, living in Washington State, we know that it can rain at a moment's notice. So it's nice to have your stuff zipped up and hopefully able to keep dry. My snowshoes are the MSR Evo Ascents. I don't know if I really showed these in much detail. I had them on my Snowvernighter. That was actually the first use that I got out of them. My brother-in-law bought these for me for Christmas. He actually bought the entry-level pair. I think it was the MSR Evo Tour, and the bindings were just kind of funky on there, and they just did not look like they would be easy to secure when your hands are cold and you start losing your fine motor skills. So these things are pretty easy, and you can buckle these things up with caveman hands, which you'll probably end up with when you start getting chilled. I also have the flotation tails to go on the back. These are rated at 180 pounds, but with the tails on there, it brings that rating up to 250 pounds, which I'm sure I'll be, I may even exceed that on this hike. I'm a $185, so with all this stuff, I'll give you guys a final tally on what the weight is, but I'm sure I'm going to be tipping that. My trekking poles are these Atlas, what are these called? I don't know, I don't see a model on here. But these are just Atlas aluminum trekking poles. Nothing super fancy, because as you know I don't do fancy. But I did add my GoPro camera on there, so you'll be seeing a lot of this view right here as we're out there. So those are my trekking poles. Now this snow shovel came with me on my Snowvernighter, and it worked great. It worked well for digging Earl's truck out of the snow 4 times. He loves that. But it really came in handy. I bought this snow shovel from Costco. It came in a 2-pack, and it was 20 bucks for a 2-pack. So a $10 shovel, and it really works great. A lot of people will talk about the width of the blade here, and yes, it is narrower than you know, your higher end shovels, but it doesn't bother me much because this will fit inside my backpack. I don't think I'll stuff it inside this one necessarily, but when I take my other pack out, this actually stows pretty easily inside. So I could take the handle off, carry it in 2 pieces. The handle will also extend just like that. If you guys go check out shoot, I can't remember his YouTube name. I'll annotate it right here. But he has a great review of this shovel. I think he got his a couple of years ago. I can't remember the date on that video, but he definitely puts it through its paces, and it worked really well for him. This setup over here is for our 4-year-old, and he's super excited about going out on this hike. He gets to wear his own snowshoes. These are snowshoes that we bought a few years ago at Costco, and we bought them when we went out to Leavenworth, Washington for their Christmas tree lighting. And we just got so busy that weekend that we never even went out snowshoeing, so they never got any use. So this will literally be their maiden voyage. And they're not, again, not super fancy. I can't even remember what we paid for this, but I imagine it's going to be had to be somewhere around 20 or 30 bucks for the shoes and the trekking poles. So those are for him, and they fit inside this bag right here. And I've actually put my snow shovel, taken it apart, and put it in that bag as well. So that's kind of an overview on the things that you see sitting here. When you see me next, I will be showing you the contents of my Ribz pack. Mama!
Sorry.
We'll see you in a second.